agree, real gun versus prop gun, not good for the person who has a prop gun, agree?
Yeah, I can agree with that.
You understand that in this case, you have said that the defendant was possessing the prop gun because he had been advised by you and a security person as a result of home invasions and stalking and a violent situation where he's been stabbed to carry a prop gun, correct?
Yes.
And would you agree, I want to give you the following scenario. An individual has a prop gun in their possession. Somebody threatens them. The person who has the prop gun takes out that prop gun. Would you agree, Mr. Leonard, that in such a scenario, if the individual had pulled the prop gun at that point in time, if that person does not know it's a prop gun, that when the individual pulling the prop gun is pulling it out, if the other person has a real gun, the person with the prop gun is going to be in trouble. Would you agree?
Objection, Your Honor. Suspected, suspect.
That's the same thing.
If someone's got a
That's the
prop
same thing
gun,
with the police.
and they were up against somebody
You pull out a
with
prop
real
gun.
and that person with the real gun sees that prop gun being pulled on them, you would agree that in that situation, based on what you know about firearms, that the person with prop gun is likely going to get shot.
Objection, same one.
I want to give you a scenario, sir. You carry firearms, correct?
That's not correct. I do not carry, I'm not licensed to carry a firearm in public.
You're in your house. You're in your home. You have multiple firearms, correct?
Correct.
Somebody comes in that you don't know, and they have a prop gun. But you don't know it's a prop gun. They just pull a gun on you. Would you agree, sir, that when someone pulls a gun on you, you're going to treat that as if it is a real firearm?
I mean, it kind of, it depends on, like, there's other factors in the scenario that I would need to, like, know. I can't just really speak on that just like that.
So, you're in your house, and someone is coming in, an intruder, and you don't know them, and they have a gun in their hand that looks like a real firearm. And you're saying, I don't know if I would consider it a real firearm. I think prop gun. Is that your testimony?
Well, no, I'm saying there's other factors that would be in it. If someone came into my home and was pointing a gun at me, and I believed it to be a real gun, most likely I would comply with what they wanted. Because if I thought it was a real gun, I went to go pull out a gun, in the motion of me trying to pull a gun out, they would possibly gun me down.
And would you agree that if somebody is pulling a gun, and you don't know in advance that it is definitely a prop gun, you're going to assume it's a real gun, correct?
Yes.
Now, your testimony is that the defendant was advised that he should be carrying a prop gun, not to protect himself against individuals who knew that he carried a prop gun, but to protect himself against individuals he did not know, like home invaders, stalkers, violent people, correct?
It was just to fight off any type of violence that could come from, not any specific.
And when you say fight off,
Deter from violence.
meaning pull a fake gun out of your pocket. Pull a fake gun out of your pocket.
He said, pull a fake gun out your pocket.
And that's what
It could be advantages to having a prop gun and some disadvantages. So what he's trying to say.
Something possibly to calm things down and safely get it out of a bad situation.
would you agree that just as likely would be you pull that prop gun and the person you pull it on pulls a real gun and shoots you?
Mm-hmm, that's what I'm saying.
I can't speak on that. I mean, it's
Let me ask you this, sir. It's your position that everybody around the defendant knew that he carried a prop gun, correct?
his close friends, I guess.
And you have heard testimony that Relly was aware that he carried a prop gun, correct?
I didn't hear any other testimony.
I want you to assume that there's been testimony in this case by the defense that Relly was aware that it was a prop gun that the defendant was carrying. I want you to assume that. Would you agree that if Relly knew that the gun was a prop gun, that it would not offer any deterrent if it were pulled on him because he would know it was fake?
I can't speak to the state of mind of the situation.
That's, listen to me. I'm not asking you, I'm saying anybody. I want you to assume for a moment, I'll give you, do it in hypothetical terms, all right? I want you to assume that the individual who is pulling the prop gun is pulling it against somebody who knows that it is a prop gun. Would you agree that the only value of the prop gun is if you can scare or intimidate somebody into thinking that it is real?
No, I wouldn't agree with that.
Objection, Your Honor. So what's the state of mind of an owner?
That's not your legal
Right, speculation.
He said he's a.
Also, if a person knows that it's a prop gun and they can at the same time take advantage of you in that moment. If they know it's a prop gun, they figure he got a prop gun, he can't hurt me, I can take advantage of him or her, you know. So let's get back to it.
Individual who is pulling the prop gun is pulling it against somebody who knows that it is a prop gun.
Right?
Would you believe that? Would you agree that the only value of the prop gun is if you can scare or intimidate somebody into thinking that it is real?
Speculation.
Would you agree that if an individual understands that a fake gun you're pulling is fake and not real, then that gun doesn't have any value for deterrence?
Objection. Same objection. Same point.
So, there's been testimony in this case by the defense that, again, Relly was aware that this was a prop gun. Are you aware that the defense in this case, Mr. Glenn, is that the defendant pulled the prop gun on Relly to stop him from attacking Hills? Are you aware that that's the defense?
Yes.
Okay, and my question is, given your knowledge of firearms, and given your advice to the defendant about carrying a prop gun, would you agree that if Relly knows it is a prop gun, that the theory that you have raised about why the defendant is carrying a prop gun doesn't work?
Objection, Your Honor. Same speaking with speculation. Oh, that's phrased over.
Well, no, so the prop gun, like I said, it makes a loud noise, so that's going to draw attention and possibly draw police to come. So if he's beating up Ills and nothing is going, and he's not stopping, nothing's stopping him, that loud noise is going to draw a lot of attention from all people around, and it's going to help deter the situation.
Would you agree that if a prop gun is used, that there is no
He's just drilling on the
for
same
the person
question
pulling the prop gun
and just answering
to
it
aim the
different, asking
gun
it a
down
different way.
or to fire, quote, a warning shot, because in the end, the gun can't fire a shot, period. Would you agree?
Objection, speculation, Your Honor. It's just
So you don't give him the answer that he wants.
You testify, you understand how a prop gun works, correct?
Yes.
Can you fire a warning shot with a prop gun?
Well, I think they're kind of all warning shots. There's no actual shot bullet that comes out from projectile.
So you would agree that
There's no actual bullet that comes out of a prop gun. That's why there were no shell casings. That's why there were no shell casings at the scene. So really went and found some shell casings somewhere and tried to make like those came out of the gun that Rocky had. Nah, you can't come, you can't just go, you just can't go and pick up evidence and, like they said, the chain of command. You don't know what's on his hand, or he could have tainted the evidence. He could have got it from somewhere else. It could have been from another shooting scene. We don't know. Like I said, the expert witness spoke, I think, on a video I uploaded yesterday. The chain of command. You can't just go and bring evidence in. They don't know where that evidence been. They don't know where your hand's been. You have to have a crime. They have to have the crime scene experts. Because you have to put it in. I mean, they put their gloves on. When you're handling evidence. So I mean, that's the part really that got me. One of the parts anyway. that's, you know, in the case.
Your Honor, I'm trying to have, to do a very important area.
Chain of evidence is very
What this
important.
witness thinks is the efficacy of a prop gun versus a real gun. What his opinion is irrelevant. Go on to another
Mr. Attorney, I'm doing it for his credibility in front of the jury, which is relevant.
You've already touched on it enough. Go on to something else.
Yeah, the judge is fed up, you know. Go on to something else. He already gave you the answer. He didn't give you the answer that you wanted, but that's
Have you seen the
his
video
answer.
involving this incident?
I saw the one that was on TNT when he first got arrested, whenever it was posted,
How many times have you seen the video?
maybe twice.
You're saying in 3+ years since this incident involving your brother, one of your best friends, a man you work for, that you have only looked at the video of this charged crime a couple of times.
Yes.
In that video, would you agree? I can show it to you. In that video, would you agree that between shots that the defendant is running around with his gun out and appears to be looking for a line of fire to hit the victim?